What's up, YouTube friends? It's your girl Malika from MamaLika.com, and I just dropped my boys off at school, and y'all, today is like a complete and total unicorn day because it never happens, and it totally happened by accident. I am off from work today, and my kids are at school, which is like the rarest of rare occurrences. I never take off work unless I like absolutely need to. I was originally supposed to go on a field trip with my nephew, and I ended up not having to, and I had already put in for the day off, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take this day. So I'm off today. Just dropped the boys off at school. It is about 7:45 in the morning, so I am just gonna kind of take you guys along for all of the stuff that I plan to get done today. So this will be kind of a day in the life, clean with me, run errands with me, some kind of situation. I'm not really sure 100% what I'm going to do today. I know I need to do some cleaning. I would really like to go get a pedicure. I don't know if that's going to happen today though. But yeah, so I'm going to just take you guys along and we'll see what happens. I will catch you guys in a minute. So of course the first thing that I'm doing is fixing my coffee. I am fixing it over here, and then I'm going to go ahead and start with the dishes in the kitchen. Usually this is my teenage daughter's job, but she didn't do a very good job the night before. So I am just kind of straightening up. I'm going to do the dishes and get everything put away before I start with the other rooms. Now after I finish up with those dishes, I'm just going to go ahead and fix my coffee, and I'll be ready to move on to the next room. Now it is a Friday, so I am starting off in my bedroom, and so the first thing that I'm going to do is make my bed. I am going to go ahead and fix my pillows and things. Some of my pillowcases were in with the dark color clothes, the one that goes on my big body pillow, as well as my satin pillowcase that goes on the pillow that I actually lay my head on. So I'm just putting those on, and then I'm going to make my bed up and clean up in the bed. And here I'm just folding clothes as I watch Gia from Marriage and Motherhood. I love watching her Sunday setups. Here I'm watching as she unpacks her family from their vacation to Mexico. So I will make sure I link her channel down below. Now here I am just about to go ahead and go through all of that mail that I picked up off of the floor. My nightstand tends to be a catch-all. Things just kind of get stuck over there. So I'm going through and to see what I need to throw away. Also bills I need to pay, things I need to sign for the kids and send back to school. All of that good stuff. I'm just going through the mail and tossing what needs to be tossed into Next, I'm going to start on my vanity. This spot tends to get very cluttered very fast. It's one of those catch-all spots where things just tend to get dropped. There's vacuum cleaner parts and coupons and duct tape and everything over there. So I'm just clearing off the top of the vanity so that I can go ahead and clean off. what I am doing here is taking all of my press-on nails and organizing them into these little containers that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. I actually think they're supposed to be for like nails, like actual like hardware nails, but I use them for like my fingernails. And I'm just getting those all off the top of the vanity and putting those up. Also, let me know if you guys want to see like a vanity tour and kind of how I have my entire vanity organized down below in the comments, and I'll make sure to get that video done for you guys. And now I am just clearing off the space so that I can spray everything down with this Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray and just give the top of the vanity a good wipe down. And as I wipe things down, I just move things over so that I can get underneath every surface or everything on the vanity, so I can get every surface on the top. I also try to make sure that I dust the tops of those lipsticks because they seem to catch all of the dust from the vents over there. So I'm just making sure that everything gets cleaned off and gets a nice good surface clean. Now here I am just cleaning off this sofa. I'm using that same Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray. This couch tends to get a little bit dirty with like hand and footprints, and so I use the spray to just kind of make sure I get all of those off of there, as well as again the dust that seems to collect on everything in my room. Next, I am just going to get all this stuff over here in this corner. We did some kind of Easter spring decorations, and this is kind of the leftovers from that. And so I'm just going to get all of that stuff out of the way, put that tub back in the garage where it belongs, and put away all the kind of arts and crafts stuff that we have that's just kind of been living in my room. And if you are wondering, that box over there is my ceiling fan that I have yet to put together. And here I am just vacuuming the whole floor in the room. I'm going to make sure to get on all of the corners and also up underneath the couch and the vanity. Now we have moved into the boys' room where we are doing kind of a spring reset in their room. I am basically going through all of their drawers and I am pulling out all of the clothes that no longer fit or clothes that are unseasonal. So I'm taking out all of the winter clothes. I'm also checking all of the tags to make sure that all of the clothes in this drawer actually belong to this child. my boys have a lot of clothes that are the same, and sometimes the wrong size clothes go in the drawers. So I'm just making sure that everything that's in there actually belongs to this kid. And then again, pulling out things that do not belong for the spring and summer, and giving some things away to the shelter here, and some things I'm saving. And here I'm going through his pajamas and just picking out things that need to just go, things that don't fit, things that don't have any matches. Here, that's his basketball shirt. Like, he shouldn't be wearing this at all right now. So I'm just pulling out things that don't belong and that need to be put away. I'm going through his shirts and pulling out all of the long sleeve shirts that need to go away in the closet now that it is warming up here, and just leaving the t-shirts, and again pulling out all the things that I want to give away. Now, if you read the blog, you know that I do not fold their laundry. So this right here is like my one chance to get in their drawers and make sure that everything is folded neatly. Because as you can see, when I first opened it, it is a mess. So I'm kind of just taking this as an opportunity to really just organize the drawer. It's probably only going to stay like that for about a few hours, but it's just nice to have nice organized drawers for a minute. So here I'm just giving you like an overview of how I have their drawers set up. They each have separate drawers for like all of their different stuff, and they're all labeled with their names and what goes in the drawers. There's a couple different places where they keep clothes. We have a dresser, we have 2 spots on their bunk beds where there are drawers, and they also each have a separate closet. And yes, I do realize that their room is a mess, but I'm not cleaning it up. So there's that. So here I am just doing the exact same thing with my older son's shirts, going through and pulling out all of the long sleeve shirts to put in the closet, and also pulling out things that need to be given away, things that need to go in the trash if they have holes or they're stained and they can't be worn anymore. Those things are going away, and just making sure that I put everything back into the drawers neatly. next I am doing his pants. Again, I am checking sizes to make sure that the right clothes are in the right drawers and that these things fit him. I'm also checking their pants for holes to make sure that they are not, too torn up to go back in the drawer, if they need to be given away or even thrown in the trash. Okay, so y'all, I had to stop and talk to y'all for a second because look at this. Look at this. This right here, this is boys. I have no idea how they managed to break this like this. I have no clue. So now I have to go be Mr. Mom. I have to go get my hammer, my mallet out of the garage and fix this drawer because, yeah, I don't know what they did, y'all. I don't have a clue how they managed to break that like that. Okay, y'all. So I had to go find a hammer and some nails, actually. But we have fixed it, or at least kind of rigged it up to where it's usable now. So we got that kind of taken care of. This part right here is broken though, so I don't know how much longer this drawer is like actually gonna last, but probably long enough for me to find a new one. But now we just got to get these clothes put back up in the drawer and we should be good. So catch you guys back in a second. Here I am going through the drawers that are over there on the other side of the bunk beds, and this is where there are more shorts and shirts, and I am even finding like some of my clothes over here, like it's a mess. So I'm going through and putting the right things in the right drawers and pulling out things that do not belong. Now y'all, I don't know how they managed to just mess with these drawers like this. So these drawers are like all off track. So this is me trying to get it back on to the track correctly. And I'm so sorry for the butt shot, but like it is taking me forever to get this drawer back in here correctly. And you'll see I struggle with the next one too. Just keeping these drawers in there the right way all the time. Now, I know I said I wasn't going to clean up, but I have to be able to get in this closet. So I went on ahead and picked up all of the dirty clothes that were on the floor in here and just what was on the floor behind this closet door, so I could go ahead and get into the closet. So here I am putting some things on some hangers. We have a rule here that if it has a collar, it goes on a hanger. So I'm just hanging things up, and then I am going through their dress clothes to see what needs to go to the shelter. Most of their dress clothes are probably too small or they can't wear them, so I'm just giving some of those away. And here you'll see me start to pull some things out of the top of the closet and out of the bottom. I have their shorts and their kind of summer clothes stored in here, and so I'm going to be pulling those out to see kind of what belongs to whom, separating those and putting them away for them. Also checking, I have a bunch of jeans that somebody gave to my son, so I'm checking to see if he can wear any of those yet. Some of them are still too big. They're like 12s and 14s, but some of them are like 10 slims or 12 slims. And so he can go ahead and get in those. So I'm just going through the clothes, checking the sizes to see what fits which boy and putting those things out. And here I am just pulling the clothes out of that hanging baskets that are in there. My youngest has just been kind of throwing stuff in there, so I'm hanging those things up properly and putting the things away in the drawers that need to go in the drawers. And those things that are long pants, those sweatpants and things like that, hanging those up at the top of the closet, or putting those up at the top of the closet. And I'm also gonna start going through the collar shirts, the button downs, and the polos to see whose stuff is whose. And I'm kind of looking at these like to see if they belong in this closet or in my other son's closet, and also which things belong to my nephew. And so if you see me pulling items and kind of hanging them on the door, that's what that means. That means they do not go in this closet. They belong to one of the other two boys. Here I am just cleaning out the closet. This is my oldest son's closet in the toy room. I am going to go through and get all of the things out of this closet that do not belong. checking for sizes in clothes that are too small, and also going through and making sure that all of the clothes in this closet actually belong to him. Here I'm just going through those shirts and pulling out things that I either want to give away or things that need to go to either his little brother or to my nephew. Now I'm going through his pajamas, making sure everything has tops and bottoms and that things are not too small for him, pulling out things that don't have any matches or that no longer fit, again to either move to the bag to give away or to siblings. Next, I moved to the other side of the room where I'm doing a declutter and cleanup of the other side. They have broken this bike, and so I'm going to end up moving it out of here. At this point, though, I'm just picking up all of the trash and the dirty clothes, getting all of the items out of here that do not belong, and just basically trying to clear the floor. Now here I'm just giving you guys kind of a tour of what their drawers look like. They have tags on them so they know exactly where everything goes, and they are color coded for each boy so that each of them knows exactly where their clothes go. They do have a couple of different spaces where they keep clothes. There's a dresser. Their bunk beds have drawers. Each of them has a closet, and they all have those kind of hanging things in the closet. Yes, their room is a mess, I'm aware, and I'm not cleaning up after them. But I am going to go in and fix the clothes. So this set of drawers over here actually holds my nephew's clothes. He generally spends the weekends with us, and so I am going through and pulling out all of the clothes that he no longer fits and what we are going to donate, and that's what I'm throwing over there. And so I am pulling out the clothes that fit and putting them in one pile, things that he may be able to wear but I'm not really sure, and then the things that he cannot wear I am throwing over there in our giveaway pile. these 2 buckets generally contain socks, and so I was getting the socks together and making sure that they are all in there. This other set of drawers over here holds my niece's things. That top drawer has diapers and wipes in it, and so I am now going through their clothes and pulling out any things that they can no longer fit either. Some of the stuff is my goddaughter's clothes. There's a ton of socks that were behind that drawer that were keeping it from closing, so I'll put those in the sock bucket. And again, I'm just going through and pulling out all the things that no longer fit them and putting them in our giveaway pile, and then separating the clothes so that we have shirts in one drawer and pants in another. And now I am just picking up and decluttering, getting up all of the trash, picking up things, some of these toys, and moving them around. My son spilled something over here, and so I'm moving all of this, these papers and things from over here on this corner, trying to put the books away so that I can vacuum this little unit right here. And if you're curious about this unit, it is from IKEA. It's the Trofast series, and it had some like buckets in it, but I took those out. I'm just giving you guys a peek at how I clean my sink. And I want to thank you guys for watching my spring reset kind of declutter video. If you like videos like this, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of my content. Also, make sure that you leave a comment down below and like this video. And I'll be sure to see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.